Welcome back to UTC AI Studio, AI-powered, creativity-fueled. If you're ready to take your ChatGPT skills from casual to pro, this is your golden toolkit. We've handpicked 30 insanely useful ChatGPT hacks, tested, proven, and sorted for beginners, creators, students, and productivity geeks alike. If you're wondering which GPT model to use, don't stress. We've got a separate video that clears it all up for you. From perfecting prompts to analyzing images, generating visuals, automating workflows, and even planning your life. This is the video you'll wish you watched sooner. Let's jump into the first set of 10 powerful ChatGPT hacks that will completely change the way you use AI. These aren't your usual tips, these are game-changing strategies to help you write faster, think sharper, and get way more done. Whether you're a content creator, student, business owner, or just someone who loves experimenting with AI, these hacks will help you unlock the full potential of GPT-4o and beyond. So let's jump right in. Our hack 1: break down complex questions. Everyone thinks prompting is very easy and it's just texting, but we need to have a strategy. One of the smartest ways to get better results from AI tools, or even to solve tough problems in real life, one needs to break down complex questions into smaller, easier parts. Think of it this way. If you throw a party with a 10-layered cake, everyone knows where to start. It's from slicing piece by piece and it's easy to enjoy. AI works the same way. Let's take an example. Suppose you're trying to write a detailed blog post and you give this big prompt. Write a full blog post about the future of artificial intelligence, including its benefits, potential risks, the role of ethics, possible job impact, and predictions for the next 10 years. Make it sound interesting, informative, and suitable for beginners. That's a massive question. Most AI models will try, but the answer may be shallow, rushed, or unbalanced. Why? Because it's being asked to do too many things at once. Now let's break it down step by step. First, let's ask, explain what artificial intelligence is in simple terms. This sets a clear foundation. Next, we'll ask, what are 3 main benefits of AI for the future? This will focus on positive impacts. Now let's ask, explain 2 big risks or challenges with AI in simple language. This covers the concerns clearly. Now let's dive deeper. We'll ask, what ethical questions should we ask when building powerful AI tools? This adds human and moral angle. Now let's ask a tricky question everyone is concerned of. What kind of jobs might change or disappear because of AI? This brings in the real-world effect. And lastly, we'll sum up by asking, now combine all of these into a 500-word blog post that's easy for beginners to understand. By breaking it down, each part gets proper attention, and when you finally ask for it to be combined, the result is far better, clearer, deeper, and easier to follow. This hack works not just with ChatGPT, but with any AI platform, or even in your own thinking process when working on schoolwork, business plans, or learning something new. Breaking things down doesn't make the question weaker, it makes your thinking sharper and the answer smarter. Hack 2: AI personas. Another powerful hack for getting better results from AI is using personality. What does that mean? Well, a persona is like giving AI a role to play, which has a character or identity with a specific job, tone, and mindset. When you assign a persona, you guide the AI to think and respond in a certain way. It's like asking it to wear a costume and speak in character. Let's look at an example. Suppose you want to write a fun newsletter. Instead of saying, write a newsletter about productivity tips, you give it a role. Let's say, you are a productivity coach who speaks with high energy and uses humor. Write a newsletter about productivity tips. Now, the AI has a personality. The result becomes more engaging, relatable, and consistent with your style. Here are a few persona examples you can use. Act as a friendly school teacher. Great for explaining tough topics in simple words. Act as a startup mentor giving advice to a beginner. Useful for business planning and growth strategies. Act as a sarcastic movie critic reviewing a bad film. Perfect for humor, reviews, or content creation. Act as a caring therapist helping someone deal with stress. Helpful for emotional support scripts or gentle writing tone. You can even combine personas with instructions. For example, act as a nutrition coach. Explain why sugar is harmful in a motivating, non-judgmental tone. Use simple words and examples a teenager would understand. The more specific you are, the more tailored and human-like the output becomes. Using personas isn't just a trick, it's a way to shape the voice, attitude, and focus of AI tools, making the content not just correct but meaningful. This works in emails, ads, scripts, articles, or any creative work you want to sound real and unique. Hack 3. Rename AI chats. One simple but underrated hack is this: rename your AI chat sessions. Sounds basic, but it can completely change how you organize your thoughts, revisit past chats, and even set the tone for better conversations. Here's the idea. Most AI tools like ChatGPT automatically name your chats with generic titles like new chat or the first sentence you wrote. After a while, they all start to look the same. But if you rename your sessions based on their purpose, they become way easier to find, reuse, and build on. For instance, instead of "Why sugar isn't worth it," rename it to "My personal health coach." This tiny change does 3 big things. It helps you stay organized, especially if you use AI regularly. Secondly, it makes returning to earlier chats faster and easier. Thirdly, it gives the AI an identity or role just from the title, which reminds you what kind of answers to expect. It also works well when you're building multiple chats for different tasks, like health coach, daily habits and diet prompts, YouTube script partner, hook, flow, CTA, idea generator, titles, reels, content plans. Most AI tools let you click the title and edit it instantly. Take a few seconds to do this, and you'll thank yourself later, especially if you have dozens of conversations. So don't just open a new chat. Name it with purpose. The name sets the intention, and intention leads to better output. If you're finding these tips helpful so far, hit the like button so this video reaches more people like you. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. We've got a ton more ChatGPT hacks coming up. Hack 4. Use natural language. Here's a simple rule that often gets overlooked. Talk to AI the same way you talk to a smart friend. That means using natural language, plain everyday words, instead of trying to sound too technical or robotic. A lot of people overthink their prompts. They ask things like, generate a coherent, SEO-optimized, long-form blog post with structured headers and semantic relevance. But you don't have to do that. In fact, you'll often get better results if you keep it simple. So instead, just say, write a blog post that sounds friendly and is easy to read. Make sure it has a title, a few subheadings, and useful tips for beginners. That's clear. It's human, and the AI understands it perfectly. You can also ask questions like, what does AI term mean in simple words? Or explain AI like you're talking to a 12-year-old. And if you don't like the answer, just reply, make it shorter. Add some fun examples. Or rewrite this with a casual tone. Natural language helps you have a smooth, back-and-forth conversation, not just a one-time request. The truth is, modern AI is designed to understand how real people talk. So there's no need to overthink it. Just speak clearly, be yourself, and let the AI do heavy lifting. The more naturally you speak, the more naturally it will respond. Hack 5. Use temporary chats. Sometimes you just want to test an idea, try out a new prompt, or experiment without messing up your main thread. That's where temporary chats come in. I know it sounds very basic, but in many cases I have seen many try different topics or ideas in one chat itself and receive clumsy responses. A temporary chat is simply a fresh conversation where you try something, get the answer you need, and then move on. No strings attached. Let's say you're working on a blog script in your main chat. You're refining the tone, layout, and structure. But now you want to test a new version or explore a totally different idea. Instead of cluttering your main thread, open a new chat, run the experiment, and keep things separate. If it works, copy the result back into your main chat. If it doesn't, no problem, just close the tab or delete the chat. Temporary chats are especially useful when you want to explore something completely different. You need a clean slate because the AI is stuck or off track. You want to compare two approaches side by side. And here's an important tip. Once you're done with a temporary chat, it's usually a good idea to delete it, especially if it was just for testing. This keeps your sidebar clean, makes it easier to find important conversations, and helps you stay organized. So remember, use temporary chats to explore freely, then clean up when you're done. It's a small habit that leads to better results and fewer distractions. Hack 6. Turn on custom instructions. If you want ChatGPT to understand your style, preferences, and goals right from the start, this is the hack you need. Custom instructions. Custom instructions let you tell the AI exactly how you want it to respond and what it should know about you before you even type your first prompt. Here's how to set it up. Click on your name or profile in the top right corner. Select Customize ChatGPT from the menu. You'll see 4 text boxes in it. Each one plays a role in shaping how ChatGPT interacts with you. Let's break them down. Box 1. What should ChatGPT call you? This is where you give it your name or nickname. For example, call me Steve, or just refer to me as the creator. Box 2. What do you do? Here you explain your profession or current focus so the AI knows how to tailor its answers. Example, I create YouTube videos about AI tools for beginners. I want help with scripts, ideas, and clear explanations. Or I'm a student learning data science and I often use ChatGPT to understand tough topics. Box 3. What traits should ChatGPT have? This is where you describe how you want the AI to behave, its personality or tone. Example, select from the given tabs. If you like to converse, select chatty. If you have a naughty personality, then select witty. If you are no bullshit guy, just select straight shoot, and so on. Or if you have unique personality, just describe something like be friendly, clear, and supportive. Avoid sounding too formal. Break down complex topics like you're talking to a curious teenager. Box 4. Anything else ChatGPT should know about you to provide better responses? Use this for extra instructions like content format, tone preferences, or special needs. You can give something like, keep answers short and structured. Avoid using emojis. When giving instructions, always assume I'm using a desktop. Include step-by-step directions where needed. Once you fill these in, don't forget to enable for New Chats button before saving. This enables every new chat you start will automatically follow those instructions unless you change them. This means you don't have to repeat yourself every time. Your AI starts to feel like a personalized assistant, one that gets your style, your goals, and your voice. Custom instructions are a small setup with a big impact. Turn them on once and you'll notice your replies become more relevant, helpful, and aligned with exactly what you want. If your goals or style changes later, just come back and update the settings. It takes under a minute and makes a big difference in the quality of your experience. By the way, have you set up your custom instructions yet? If yes, let us know in the comments how it affected your results, and if not, now is the perfect time to try it. You'll notice an instant difference in your chats. Back to hack 7, clear memory from time to time. ChatGPT's memory feature can be incredibly helpful. It remembers things like your name, preferences, and goals between chats. But over time, these details might become outdated, or you may just want a fresh start. That's why one smart move is to clear your memory from time to time. This helps reset how the AI interacts with you and avoids confusion caused by old or irrelevant information. Here's how to do it in GPT-4o on desktop. Click your name or profile icon in the top right corner. Select Settings from the menu. In the Settings window, click on the Personalization tab. Go to the section labeled Memory. Here you'll see 2 toggles, and they're usually turned on by default. First one is Reference Saved Memories. When this is on, ChatGPT saves and uses memory across conversations. And second one is Reference Chat History. When this is on, ChatGPT can refer to all your previous chats for more context. If you're working on long-term or recurring tasks, it's usually best to keep these toggles on for more personalized and consistent responses. Right below the toggles, click Manage Memories. This shows everything ChatGPT currently remembers about you, such as your name, what you do, how you like it to respond, and what all you searched or discussed with GPT. Now you have two options. Delete individual memory items one by clicking Bin at the end of each memory. Or scroll down and click Clear ChatGPT's memory to wipe everything and start fresh. Keep in mind that clearing memory only resets what ChatGPT remembers about you across chats. It does not delete your actual chat history, and it doesn't turn memory off. Even if memory is turned on, clearing it occasionally helps keep your experience fresh, relevant, and focused on your current goals. So, if ChatGPT starts acting oddly, feels stuck in the past, or just isn't aligning with what you need, don't hesitate to reset its memory. Sometimes the best way forward is to clear the past. Hack 8. Pick your voice and language for speech responses. If you use voice conversations in ChatGPT, there's a simple but powerful customization that many people miss: the ability to choose to speak and which voice you want to hear and which language you want it to speak in. GPT-4o is an incredible tool because it integrates text, voice, image, and more. But most users leave many capabilities off by default. Activating them makes it a more powerful all-in-one assistant. This is especially useful if you're using ChatGPT to practice a new language and learn pronunciations, or have hands-free conversations, or simply prefer a certain voice or accent. Let's see how to set it up on desktop. Click on your profile icon, select Settings. In general, we can have three options: language, spoken language, and voice. First is language. Usually it's auto-detect, but you can select your preferred language to chat with ChatGPT. And the second one is spoken language. You'll see a drop-down for languages. This sets the default language ChatGPT will use during voice conversations. For say, if you're learning French, set it to French, or if you want to practice Spanish or German, select those instead. ChatGPT will now listen to you in that language and respond using your selected voice and language. These changes make it a great tool for language learners, travelers, or anyone who prefers voice interaction in a specific style or tone. Next is voice selection. You can choose from 9 different voice options, each with a unique tone and accent. They are rolling more voices gradually, and as of we have Cove, Soul, Maple, Breeze, Spruce, Arbor, Juniper, Vale, and Ember voices to select from.
Hallo, wie geht's? Schön, dich kennenzulernen. Ich kann es kaum abwarten, mit dir an coolen Sachen zu arbeiten.
Hey, it's great to meet you. How's your day going? I'm really looking forward to working on some cool stuff together.
Hi there. I just want to share how thrilled I am to work with you, and I can't wait to get started. So what's the game plan?
Choose the one that feels most natural or comfortable for you. Once set, these preferences will apply every time you start a voice chat. No need to reselect them. So, whether you're using ChatGPT for conversation practice, pronunciation help, or just to make it feel more like a real assistant, make sure to pick the voice and language that works best for you. Voice mode is underrated, right? If you've tried it, drop your favorite voice in the comments. Mine's Cove. Let's see who else agrees. Hack 9. Turn off Improve for everyone. By default, ChatGPT may use your conversations to help improve its performance over time. This feature is called Improve for everyone. It means your inputs may be reviewed by OpenAI to train and fine-tune future models. But if you value extra privacy or just don't want your chats used for model improvement, you can turn this setting off. Here's how to do it on desktop. Click your profile icon in the top right corner. Select Settings. In the left-hand panel, click Data Controls. At the top of this section labeled Improve the model for everyone. Click the arrow next to it. A window will pop up showing whether this setting is currently on or off. If the toggle is on, it means your conversations, excluding personal information, may be used by OpenAI to improve future models. To disable it, simply switch the toggle off. When this is turned off, your chats will not be used to train or improve future models. You still get full access to GPT-4o's features, and your experience stays the same, but with more control over your data. Right below this setting, you'll also notice another option called Voice Mode. This controls whether your voice conversations can be stored and reviewed to help improve ChatGPT's voice features. If you use voice chat and want maximum privacy, you can also toggle voice mode off here. Keep in mind, turning off Improve for Everyone does not disable memory or delete your chat history. It simply prevents OpenAI from using your inputs to improve future AI versions. So if you're someone who uses ChatGPT for sensitive work, journaling, business planning, or anything private, this is a useful setting to review. If you'd prefer that your data stays private, take a moment to toggle off Improve for Everyone. It's quick, easy, and gives you more control over what gets shared behind the scenes. Hack for today is Connect Apps. One of the most powerful ways to unlock ChatGPT's full potential is by turning it into your control center for all your favorite tools. Instead of switching between platforms, you can connect apps like Canva, Google Drive, Microsoft Teams, GitHub, Google Calendar, Outlook, Gmail, Dropbox, SharePoint, and many more directly inside ChatGPT without ever leaving the chat window. Method to connect from Settings is: click your profile icon in the top right corner and go to Settings. Navigate to the Connectors tab. Here, you will see a list of apps available for integration. Choose an app, let's say we'll choose Google Drive. Click Connect and follow the prompts to log in and grant permission. Select the specific Google Drive account you want to link and proceed. Important note: before continuing, you must give consent to ChatGPT. This means it can view your Google Drive files, download them, and see file names and emails of people you have shared them with. If your drive contains sensitive data like tax records, medical files, or personal photos, connect only if you trust ChatGPT with that access. Once you give consent, the app will be connected. Once connected, you can begin using your files inside the chat. Let's check the same by asking ChatGPT. I have just connected my Google Drive. Can you access files? We can see what all we can do now with the drive within here. Now let's try to access Drive and see the content. To do that, we need to click plus under chat box, go to Add from Apps, choose Google Drive. And browse your files. Select a file, let's say sample1, and it will appear in the chat. Now you can work with it. Let's say we will summarize the contents of my Google Doc titled sample1. You will receive a summary, which you can then edit or refine as needed. Why this matters? With connected apps, ChatGPT becomes more than just a chat assistant. It becomes a smart automation hub. Whether you are a student, content creator, or business owner, this helps you save time, stay focused, get work done without switching apps, and take your AI assistant beyond conversation. Connect the tools you already use and let ChatGPT bring everything together in one smooth workspace. Tried a hack already? Tell me how you're using it, or drop your favorite prompt below. I love seeing what this community comes up with. Let's dive into hacks 11 through 20. Hack 11. Turn on advanced capabilities. If you are using ChatGPT and haven't turned on advanced features yet, it means you are running it in safe mode without realizing it. There's a hidden advanced feature at the bottom of customized ChatGPTs on desktop version, which unlocks all the advanced tools such as web search, code, canvas, and advanced voice. But you must enable them manually. Here's how to do it. Click your profile icon in the top right corner. Click on Customize ChatGPT. Now click the Advanced tab at the bottom of the window. This is where the real power lives. You'll see 4 tool toggles. Web browsing lets GPT look things up in real time. Code interpreter, perfect for data analysis, automation, and calculations. Canvas, a whiteboard style tool for freestyle diagrams and sketches. Advanced voice, for richer, real-time voice conversations. Switch all 4 on. This activates GPT-4o's full potential across text, code, visuals, and voice. Why does this matter? Because if you're not using these tools, you're limiting ChatGPT to just basic text replies, when it can analyze data, draw, search the web, or even chat like a real assistant. Quick example. You want to get latest live information from the internet. Let's ask, pull the actual latest links, blogs, and tweets from trusted sites relating to AI. And we can see that ChatGPT cannot access internet in real time. To fix this issue, we need to enable web search. Once it is done, ChatGPT has access to the internet and can get the latest information we need. And don't forget to turn on the Enable for the new chats toggle so that future chats will get these settings enabled by default. Hack 12. Control the format of your output. One of the most underrated but powerful ways to get better results from ChatGPT is by telling it how to format the answer, not just what to write. If you don't specify the format, GPT might give you a wall of text, but if you guide it, you can get clear, structured outputs like bullet points, tables, checklists, comparison charts, step-by-step guides, JSON or Markdown for developers. Let's look at an example. Need a list of YouTube video ideas. Instead of saying, give me video ideas about ChatGPT, say, list 10 YouTube video ideas about ChatGPT in bullet points. Include a title and a one-line description for each. Output will be easier to read and ready to use. Likewise, we can also say, if you want a comparison between two tools, try this. Create a table comparing GPT-4o and Gemini 1.5 in terms of speed, cost, accuracy, and real-time capabilities. GPT will give a clean output with side-by-side table format. Same way, you can also give prompts such as, give me a step-by-step plan to start a newsletter using ChatGPT, formatted like a numbered list, or give the result in JSON format, or format this in Markdown with proper headings. Pro tip: if the format isn't right, just say, convert this into bullet points, or rewrite this into a checklist, or make it easy to copy into Excel. By controlling formatting, you will save editing time, get output that's easier to copy-paste, improve clarity for your audience. So next time, don't just ask what you want. Tell GPT how to give it to you. Format is power. Hack 13. Use Explain It to 10 years old for clear answers. Sometimes AI gives answers that sound smart, but it may feel like a Wikipedia article. That's where this simple yet genius hack comes in. Just ask, explain this like I'm 10. It's one of the best ways to turn complex, technical, or confusing content into something clear, simple, and digestible even for adults. Why does it work? ChatGPT adapts its tone, vocabulary, and structure when you ask it to explain things for a 10-year-old. It removes jargon and gives real-world analogies, making even the most advanced topics feel easy. Let's look at some practical uses. Example 1. Understanding AI. Explain artificial intelligence like I'm 10. The response will be simplified. Artificial intelligence is like the brain of that robot, but instead of being made of real brain stuff, it's made with computer code. And break down further for more ease to understand to a 10-year-old. Example 2. Explaining investing. What is the stock market? Explain it to a 10-year-old. The response we will get is quite simplified. The stock market is like a big shop where people buy and sell tiny pieces of big companies, like owning a piece of that candy store. These tiny pieces are called stocks or shares. Pro tip: you can swap 10-year-old with my grandma, a total beginner, a high school student, or someone who has never heard of this before. Use these when you are learning something new, teaching someone else, creating educational content, or writing for a wider audience. So the next time an answer feels too complicated, just say the magic line. Explain it like I'm 10. Simple, smart, and super effective. If you're finding these tips helpful so far, hit the like button so this video reaches more people like you. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. We've got a ton more ChatGPT hacks coming up. Hack 14. Customize appearance. We can customize appearance, light or dark, your way. This might seem like a very small tweak, but switching ChatGPT's appearance settings can seriously improve your focus, comfort, and productivity, especially if you're using it for hours. Why this matters? Just like your workspace matters in the real world, your digital space affects how you think and feel too. Bright screens can strain your eyes and dull ones can kill your energy. With ChatGPT, you can quickly switch between light mode and dark mode, depending on your vibe and environment. Let's see how to change appearance on desktop. Click on your profile icon, select Settings, click the General tab, In here we have theme. Next to it there is a drop down. Click on it. You'll see 3 options. System mode follows your device's system setting. Dark mode, it is easier on the eyes at night or in low light conditions. And finally we have light mode. It is best for bright environments or daytime use. Some scenarios to decide which mode to choose. If you are a night owl or working late, switch to dark mode to reduce eye strain by reducing glare and to stay focused. If you are working in daytime or in bright office space, use light mode for better contrast and visibility for better readability. Or if you opt for system mode, your laptop will handle as per system settings. Pro tip: a comfortable UI helps you stay longer, think clearer, and feel more in control of your AI space. It's a subtle productivity boost and it works. You wouldn't work under bad lighting in real life, so don't settle for it in your AI workspace either. Hack 15. Tell ChatGPT your context. Sometimes ChatGPT gives vague or generic answers. That's usually because it doesn't fully know who you are or what exactly you need. Why this matters? When you start a new chat, ChatGPT has no idea what your job is, your goals, your style, or what you're trying to do. If you don't provide context, it guesses, and that often leads to boring or off-target answers. What to do? Begin your prompt by giving a quick background. Tell ChatGPT who you are, example, student, YouTuber, or a marketer. What you're trying to do, example, write a script or plan a lesson. How you want the answer, example, short bullets, fun tone, or expert level. Let's see an example. I'm a high school student writing a 500-word essay on climate change. Can you help me outline 3 main points with a short intro and conclusion in simple language? The result: ChatGPT will write in a student-friendly tone, stay within word limits, and avoid complex jargon. Bonus tip: you can also ask, what context do you need from me to give a better answer? And ChatGPT will guide you. Hack 16. Ask GPT to improve your prompt. One of the smartest and most underused tricks with ChatGPT is asking it to improve your own prompt before using it. Why this matters? A better prompt equals better output. But if you're unsure how to phrase something, let GPT help you fine-tune it before diving in. You're literally using AI to talk better to AI. How to do it? Let's say you're not sure how to ask something effectively. Instead of guessing, just say, "Here's my prompt," then insert your rough prompt, followed by "Please improve it for clarity, creativity, and better results." Or try giving your prompt, followed by, "Can you rephrase this prompt to get more detailed and professional output?" Let's say your original prompt is, "Write a YouTube description about AI tools." Then ask GPT, "Improve this prompt for better results." The result will be an improved version of prompt from GPT, which is clearer, structured, and gets better results. And if you want to see various prompt styles, you can say, "Give me 3 variations of this prompt." Your prompt, followed by 1 casual, 1 professional, and 1 funny. This is super helpful for copywriting, social media posts, educational content, marketing campaigns. Pro tip: once you get an improved prompt, you can ask GPT to generate multiple versions or even combine styles like professional plus witty. You'll be surprised how often a minor tweak in your prompt leads to a massive upgrade in your output. Hack 17. Get a subscription. Let's be honest, the free version of ChatGPT is impressive, but it's like driving a scooter on the highway when a sports car is available. The Plus plan unlocks GPT-4o, the most advanced version packed with features that seriously level up your productivity. Why this matters? With a subscription, you unlock the real power of ChatGPT. Faster responses, smarter models like GPT-4o, which is the all-in-one model, get access to advanced tools like browsing, Canvas, code interpreter, voice, and connected apps with priority access during high traffic, faster, more reliable outputs. Which means you can upload PDF and summarize it, draw a flowchart for my business plan, use real-time web to give me the latest stock update, speak to me like a podcast co-host. And for all the above features, the price quoted for Plus account subscription is $20 per month as of July 2025. But without a subscription, you're stuck with GPT-o3 or O4 model responses and have no multimodal support, file upload and analysis, web browsing, code interpreter, Canvas sketch tool, custom GPTs, memory response formatting, and voice conversations. The difference isn't subtle, it's next level productivity and creativity. Who should consider it? Content creators, business professionals, developers, and students, or anyone who uses ChatGPT more than once a week. If you are using AI regularly, the value far outweighs the cost. Bonus tip: if you are not sure yet, start with 1 month. Use it like crazy. If it doesn't boost your output or clarity, cancel it. But chances are you'll never go back.
Quick check-in. If these hacks are making ChatGPT feel more powerful and useful already, give this video a thumbs up so it reaches more AI users like you. And hey, we've got even more interesting contents in the pipeline, so subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss one. Now back to the magic. Hack 18. Use GPT-4o instead of older models. Most users don't realize they're still using older models like o3 or Mini when GPT-4o offers much more, especially beginners or those who never check model names or those who still switch between older GPT models like o3 or o4 Mini. It's time for an upgrade. GPT-4o, short for Omni, is the most powerful model currently available in ChatGPT. It's now the default for Plus users. What makes it special? It's multimodal, incredibly fast, and more cost-efficient than older GPT-4 models. Why this hack matters? Using GPT-4o means better reasoning and logic, support for voice, images, and text in a single chat, real-time web search, code interpreter, and canvas when enabled, improved speed and accuracy, lower cost per token compared to older GPT-4. How to switch to GPT-4o? When you start a new chat, at the top next to the chat bar, you can see ChatGPT. Next to it, there is drop-down arrow. Click it. Make sure GPT-4o is selected. If you're using the free plan, you'll use o4 Mini replacing o3 Mini on April 16, 2025. If you're on Plus, you'll see GPT-4o as the default and other models in the drop-down. If 4o is not default, choice it. That's it, you're now using the most advanced model available. Let's say you're planning content for your YouTube channel. You type, "Give me 5 trending video ideas with title hooks and short descriptions." Using o3 or even 4.1 Mini might get decent ideas. But with GPT-4o, you get more creative hooks, format-ready lists, better context understanding, and even suggestions for thumbnails or CTA. It's like getting a smarter co-pilot for every task. Pro tip: if you're on the Plus plan and GPT-4o isn't selected by default, switch it manually before starting your work. You'll immediately notice faster responses, richer output, and smoother interactions, especially with voice or image-based tasks. So, whether you're writing blogs, generating art, coding, or studying, using GPT-4o over older models is a game changer. Hack 19. Use Canvas for visual thinking. Sometimes words just aren't enough. That's where Canvas comes in. Canvas is a built-in whiteboard-style tool inside GPT-4o that lets you visually brainstorm, organize, or explain your ideas. You can draw, sketch, move objects, and build visual layouts, all while ChatGPT helps in the same window. Why this matters? Many people are visual learners. Canvas gives you a space to map out workflows, study plans, business flows, or decision trees side by side with your AI assistant. When to use it? While creating a study roadmap for exams, sketching a basic business model, visualizing project timelines or flowcharts, organizing thoughts using sticky notes or diagrams. How to access Canvas? Canvas is now built into GPT-4o. You can trigger it by simply asking GPT to draw, visualize, or create a diagram. For example, try prompting, "How to build an AI model? Can you create a visual flowchart of this process?" The canvas will appear right inside the chat when needed. No extra setup required. Hack 20. Advanced reasoning with GPT-4o. GPT-4o is not just fast, it's also incredibly smart when it comes to reasoning and logic. You can use it to tackle advanced multi-step problems like coding challenges, structured decision-making, or problem-solving exercises.
Why this matters? GPT-4o blends reasoning power with speed. Unlike older models that may skip logic steps, 4o handles complex prompts with clarity, especially if you structure them well. Some of the use cases are solving multi-step math or physics problems, creating decision matrices, explaining scientific theories in steps, evaluating options using structured frameworks. Example: help me choose between preparing for a data science certification or an MBA this year. Make a pros and cons table, analyze time commitment, cost, and long-term benefit. GPT-4o will organize your request into clear steps and respond with a structured answer. Pro tip: if the reasoning seems too shallow, reframe your prompt to answer like a career counselor. Use logical breakdowns, risk assessment, and give a final recommendation. Advanced reasoning isn't about longer prompts, it's about sharper clarity. And there you have 10 more powerful ChatGPT hacks that take your AI usage to the next level. From customizing your interface to using advanced logic and visuals, GPT-4o isn't just smart, it's adaptable. And when you know how to unlock those features, your productivity and creativity explode. Finding this helpful? Hit that like button to support the channel. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss powerful AI tips like these. Hack 21. Document successful prompts. One of the simplest ways to consistently get better results from ChatGPT is to save the prompts that actually worked well. Why this matters? The quality of your output depends heavily on the prompt. When you find a prompt that delivers exactly what you want, don't lose it. Save it so you can reuse it or tweak it later. How to do it? Create a Google Doc, Notion page, or even a ChatGPT thread titled Winning Prompts. Whenever ChatGPT gives you exactly what you need, copy that prompt and label it. Something like email draft, friendly tone, summarize YouTube video with timestamps, explain tech concepts to beginners. Paste the response if it's worth keeping for reference. Example prompt: rewrite this introduction to make it sound more energetic and persuasive. Target audience: entrepreneurs. If it nails the tone, save it for future videos or outreach. Pro tip: categorize your saved prompts to find them faster later. Example: content and writing tools, learning and study prompts, productivity and planning, research prompts. Over time, you'll build your own AI-powered Swiss Army knife. Hack 22. Give step-by-step instructions. Don't just ask ChatGPT to do a task, ask it to break it down step by step. Why this matters? When you say step by step, ChatGPT switches into logical, sequenced reasoning mode. The results become clearer, more structured, and much easier to follow. Example prompt: explain how to start a freelancing business, step by step in 200 words. Keep the language simple and avoid jargon. You'll get results something like: pick what you'll offer, practice your skill, set up your profile, choose where to find work, create an account and start applying, deliver great work, set your prices, keep learning and growing. When to use this hack? Use it for learning new skills, planning projects, teaching others, writing how-to guide. Pro tip: add extra instructions like under 200 words or in beginner-friendly language to make the results even sharper. Hack 23. Ask for examples. A common problem with AI responses is that they are too vague. And the solution? Ask for examples. Why this matters? Examples turn abstract answers into something real. They help you understand how the information works in real situations. Example prompt: explain how negotiation works in real life. Give 2 examples, one from business, one from daily life. You might get something like: negotiation in real life is about 2 or more people trying to reach an agreement that works for everyone involved. It usually involves offers, counter-offers, compromise, and sometimes persuasion or trade-offs. It also gives key steps in negotiation, like preparation, opening, discussion, bargaining, agreement, and closes with examples. When to use this hack? Use it when you're learning complex topics, creating educational content, trying to visualize how something works, or just feeling confused by a general answer. Pro tip: if the reply still feels unclear, just say, "Give me a simple example to make this easier." If you're finding these tips helpful so far, Hit the like button so this video reaches more people like you. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. We've got a ton more ChatGPT hacks coming up. Hack 24. Image analysis with GPT-4o. GPT-4o isn't just for chatting. It can also analyze images like a pro. Why this matters? You can upload photos, charts, screenshots, or even handwritten notes, and ChatGPT will describe or explain what's in them. Some use cases are: summarize messy whiteboard snapshots, extract text from a screenshot, ask what a graph or chart means, or check if something looks correct visually. How to do it? Open ChatGPT and make sure you're using GPT-4o. Click the plus and select Add Photo and Files. Upload your image you want to analyze. Type your question like, what does this image show? Example prompts. Here's my handwritten class notes. Can you summarize this into bullet points? Or, this pie chart looks confusing. Explain what it shows in simple terms. Pro tip. You can also ask, turn this image into a step-by-step checklist, or create a table based on this screenshot. Image input isn't just a bonus, it's a game changer. Try it out next time words alone aren't enough. Hack 25. Use the ChatGPT mobile app. Most people only use ChatGPT on desktop, but the mobile app, it's a hidden gem. Why this matters? The app gives you GPT-4o's power in your pocket whenever you need it. You can talk to it, snap photos and get instant help even while walking, shopping or working. Use cases. Use voice input for hands-free help. Take a photo of something confusing and ask a question. Get suggestions while you're on the move. Example prompts. Snap a photo of a product label and say, is this protein powder good for weight loss? ChatGPT will read the label and respond with advice in seconds. Pro tip. The app is available on Android and iOS, and the app syncs with your desktop account, so your chats and custom instructions follow you everywhere. If you haven't downloaded it yet, you're missing half the experience. Hack 26. Generate images with DALL. You don't need a separate app for AI art anymore. DALL is now built into ChatGPT and it's shockingly powerful. Why this matters? You can create visuals just by typing a prompt. No design skills required. Perfect when you need something visual for presentations on Go. Use cases. Create thumbnail concepts. Design product mockups. Brainstorm character art or logos. Generate illustrations for study material. And so on. How to use? Use GPT-4o with a ChatGPT Plus subscription. Type your image request like a normal message. Example prompt. Create an image of a futuristic library in space, filled with glowing books. ChatGPT will generate the image right in the chat, usually within a minute or at times may take time as per prompt complexity. Pro tip. You can iterate with follow-ups like, add a glowing moon in the background, make the character wear a cape, change the color scheme to red and black. No need for Photoshop or separate tools. You just think it, type it, and ChatGPT draws it. Quick reminder, if you're loving these tips, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment with your favorite hack so far, and share this video with a friend who's still using ChatGPT like it's 2023. Hack 27. Create custom GPTs. What if ChatGPT could think exactly the way you want? With custom GPTs, you can build your own AI assistant tailored to your style, tone, and goals. These specialize in one specific task we trained them on, such as custom comic creator or specific storyteller, so on. Why this matters? Instead of repeating instructions every time, you can preset them once and create a version of GPT that behaves exactly how you want. Use cases: a tutor that explains topics in your preferred language, a travel planner that only suggests budget-friendly places, A GPT that uses your brand tone, style, and formatting. How to create one? Go to chat.openai.com, click GPTs in the left sidebar, click Create top right corner, next to Profile, click Configure tab. Here we need to define its name, describe what it does, and instruct how it must behave and what to and not to do, and upload knowledge base such as GPT charts, images, or any files based on which our custom GPT's brain is created. Select the default model to be used by default. Select capabilities based on your requirement. If you are a researcher or content creator, click Web Search, Canvas or Photo Image Generator for image creation, and if you are coding, select Code. If you are a security freak and don't want to share your details with GPT, then don't forget to toggle off Use conversation data in your GPT to improve our models in additional settings at the bottom. Do upload profile picture if you want to. We also have ADD action, which is advanced features by which GPT retrieve information or take actions outside of ChatGPT. On the right side, we can start conversation with our custom GPT, which will answer based on the knowledge we uploaded. Example: I created a GPT called Focus Buddy. It speaks in short bursts, avoids distractions, and gives motivational nudges during work. Pro tip: you can choose whether others can use your GPT or keep it private. Think of it like designing your own AI copilot. No coding required. Hack 28. Check for plagiarism. Worried about your content might be too similar to something online? Use GPT-4o to help detect and reduce plagiarism risk. Why this matters? Plagiarism, even accidental, can harm your credibility. Whether you're a student, professional, or creator, it's important your work is original. How to use this hack? You can't ask ChatGPT, is this plagiarized? But you can reframe it. Try prompts like, does this sound too similar to existing content online? Can you rewrite this to make it more unique and personalized? Make this text sound more original while keeping the main idea. Example prompt: this paragraph sounds generic. Can you rewrite it to be more unique and conversational? Bonus tip: for more accuracy, you can run your final draft through a plagiarism checker like Grammarly, Quillbot, or Turnitin, but GPT is great for that first layer of polishing and originality. Hack 29. Life planning with ChatGPT. What if ChatGPT could help you organize your life, study time, or a trip, not just answer questions? Why this matters? AI isn't just for solving technical problems. It can guide you through personal planning too. Whether it's setting goals, tracking habits, or mapping out a career path, GPT can act like your personal clarity coach. How to use it? Start with simple prompts like, help me create a weekly routine that balances work, exercise, and family time. List 5 short-term goals I can achieve in the next 30 days. Create a 3-month roadmap for switching careers from sales to UI/UX design. ChatGPT will break things down into steps, timelines, and even suggest tools to stay on track. You can even save your plans in a dedicated chat or export them to a to-do list app. Pro tip: tell GPT to check in on your progress timely. So prompt, pretend you're my accountability partner. Ask me weekly if I'm sticking to this plan. AI isn't just smart, it's strategic. Hack 30. Use GPTs built by others. Don't want to build your own GPT? Good news, you don't have to. You can explore and use thousands of custom GPTs already made by others. Why this matters? These GPTs are fine-tuned for specific use cases, from math tutoring and language practice to legal help or personal finance. They save time and often perform better than regular chats for niche tasks. How to use it? Go to the Explore GPTs tab in the left sidebar. You'll find GPTs organized by category. Search, preview, and click Try it to use instantly. Example GPTs. Math Mentor, to help solve equations step by step. Job Interview Coach, for mock interview practice. Travel Planner, to design your perfect holiday itinerary. When to use this hack? You have a specific task or topic. You want faster results with less prompting. You want to learn how others are prompting and structuring workflows. Pro tip: you can favorite any GPT by clicking the pin inside 3 dots. It'll show up in your sidebar for quick access later. And if you really like one, duplicate it and customize it from there. And there you go, 30 game-changing ChatGPT hacks, all in one place. Which hack blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments. If you learned even one new trick today, hit that like button. It helps more than you know. Tried a hack already, got a favorite? Or maybe you discovered a totally new use for ChatGPT? Drop it in the comments. We read every single one. And hey, if you haven't watched the model selection guide, you'll find all the link in the description below. This is UTC AI Studio. Do subscribe for more real-world AI power, tested hacks and tutorials that actually help. Until next time, keep learning, keep building, and keep creating with AI. Thanks for watching.